Welcome to Third Phase UFO Report. I'm Rich Giordano from Gufon, and here's tonight's report. Well, the saga continues. We see mainstream media adding new players to the acting roles, and we thought that all the roles were taken. They were not. We're going to be showing you who the new actor is, and we're going to be getting up to date on what the current actors are doing, including some of these people who talk all the time, who think it's funny. What's going on? Making fun of it, I guess, is what you do when you don't know what to say. So I want you to hang tight. We've got UFO sightings, brand new, from the archives of Third Phase of Moon. So as I take you down the digital highway, here we go.
And tonight, we're finally learning what's in a long-awaited government report on UFOs. Everyone wants to know if aliens are buzzing around in our skies, especially after 60 Minutes showed video of mysterious objects. Spoiler alert, they're still unidentified.
Kennedy, what do you think?
They're still lying to us. No, I don't buy that company line at all. There's something really weird going on. China wishes they had this kind of technology. And there are even theories that the United States did in fact down alien spacecraft in the 1950s, reverse engineered what they could, and have some hybrid experiments that they keep under wraps in government programs with no accountability.
Say, are they from Mars or are they from Venus?
I don't know, but we haven't found one yet, and that's the point. Once we get the little green guy in our grasp, that's when we're playing with fire, right? So how do you meet the guy? I mean, do you poke him? Do you shake his hand? If you shake his hand, that could be offensive in another galaxy.
You eat it.
They eat your hand in another galaxy?
No, you eat the alien.
No.
No. That's
Greg,
the first thing you do.
That's like shots fired. Then you have the whole alien world descending upon you.
Jesse, we already eat earthlings. We eat cows. We eat lamb. If we're gonna eat earthlings, we should eat the aliens instead of our own brothers and sisters on this planet.
Are you an alien? Is that what you're saying?
Possibly. We could be. I could be a simulation sent down from another planet.
I'm gonna probe you.
So Shannon, I mean, what if the aliens are living here on Earth already?
Here's my theory. First of all, I love how they say they also deny it's part of any secret government operation. Well, okay, it's secret. They're not going to tell us. So,
Exactly.
Of course, right, Kennedy? Also, I think that they've come to visit because we have these crafts here. They might be living among us, but what I think is they took one look and they're like, nope, we're out. Earth is too messed up. When you guys get everything straightened out, we'll come back.
A UFO doesn't mean anything. It just means unidentified flying object. Birds are UFOs if you don't know that they're birds.
True.
Those are probably just birds. This story reminds me of the sideshow when you used to go to the carnival and they tell you, ooh, you got the bearded lady, you got the lizard man, and you go in there and it's just some dude in a costume. This is all baloney.
That means late at night you could be a UFO.
I prefer the British band UFO.
Senator, is that what it is? What do you think this is, these phenomenon that you're seeing?
I don't know. We don't know, and that's the problem. And let me be clear, I haven't seen anything. I'm going off what our military men and their radars and their eyesight is telling them. And there's multiple highly trained, highly competent people. There's stuff flying in our airspace. We don't know what it is. We need to find out. That's my position on it.
Will you find out in June with the FBI report?
I think we'll find out more. I'm not sure they'll have all the answers. I hope they do. Maybe there's a simple explanation for all this. But I think at least we're starting to answer the question. For years, no one was even answering the question because of the stigma about little green men.
Americans have long been fascinated by UFOs, and the public has seen the videos that our Navy pilots have taken. But do you think that we have been contacted by extraterrestrials?
Well, I have talked to those Navy pilots, and they are sure that they saw something real. And of course, we've seen their video from their jets. What is it? We don't know. So now that I'm here at NASA, I've turned to our scientists and I've said, would you, looking at it from a scientific standpoint, see if you can determine so that we can have a better idea.
But when people think of mysterious things flying in the sky and aliens, they think of NASA. So what have you guys been briefed about in terms of this report? Have you been involved in any way?
I was actually briefed on this a couple of years ago in my capacity on the Senate Armed Services Committee. NASA appropriately is going to look at it through the lens of its scientists.
So we got a new investigator in regards to the UFO phenomenon. I'm getting really excited about it. I hope you guys are too. We got this guy. His name is Bill Nelson, a total career politician. He's the new chief over there at NASA, and he says that he's going to be investigating the UFO phenomenon. Are you kidding me? This is insane. It's his first month in office right there in NASA. And he's saying that he's going to be investigating the unidentified flying objects. He also says this, that it's still a mystery to everyone, even those at the top of the space agency. What exactly the high-speed flying objects detected by U.S. Navy personnel are, they don't know. Obviously, NASA knows exactly what's going on, but I guess they're trying to act like they're now in the game for some reason. Why now? It's kind of interesting to me that they chose this career politician, Bill Nelson, to get involved. He says this: he does not believe that the UFOs point to evidence of extraterrestrials visiting Earth. In quote, I think I would know, he says. Why? He says this. It's crazy. He says, I think I would know. Why wouldn't he just tell us what he already knows? This is a total sham, in my opinion, that now NASA is coming forward to investigate UFOs. Where have they been all this time? So I want to ask you this, Brent. Why did they grab this career politician to get involved with a UFO topic? This is insane to me.
Yeah, Blake, it's pretty wild. It just gets stranger every day. Don't you agree? Everybody joining us tonight. It's just like I'm scratching my head. Again, we got these career politicians stepping up to the plate. Obviously, what's happening is these guys are embedded and they know exactly what's going on. And this guy's been around politics and everything else since we've been alive, pretty much. So he's pretty much in the know. He's in the know, and he's just basically, they put him in this position. They shouldn't have brought him in, as far as I'm concerned. Let's get somebody that could represent the subject matter correctly. He's already dodging questions. Obviously, we've been seeing through the decade, we've been working here at Third Phase of Moon, and you've seen it too. We've seen massive anomalies next to the ISS space station. There's something going on. This is an agenda, and it's being kind of like force-fed to us.
Watch this.
Program where we usually look down. This time we're looking up to see what even the Navy says is a suspicious sighting in the sky.
While we're working on the catamaran, something caught my eye. I looked up and I saw this sphere floating through the clouds above and below. It seemed like it was changing altitude. And so I recorded it, and I couldn't figure out what it was. It actually looked like it was illuminated not from the sun, but from itself. It was illuminated on all sides, and it had a dark center. It doesn't show up real well on camera, but it stayed above us for hours. So this occurred on Sunday, May 16th, 2021. And I looked up online, and the Navy had also reported UFOs around that same time.
So it's really cool. Saline and Fun, they really did a great job going over their UFO enhancing, giving us really good detail of what they experienced. I guess while they were working on their catamaran near the East Coast off the U.S. Earlier in May, they noticed something strange illuminated, a spherical object hovering over them. They said they recorded the object with their Galaxy S21. And they're taking pictures. The footage, they say, doesn't show the detail as they could see in person with the naked eye, but you're able to see a dark circle or a spot at the center of the object. It seemed to rise above and drop below the clouds in relativity to the same spot for hours. They said they've never seen anything like this before and is around a Navy warship. This is incredible that we're getting public videos submitted to us, and they're recording these things in crystal clear footage comparatively to the military. And now they're stating that this was next to a Navy warship. This is insane. Why isn't the major media picking up on the public evidence as we've been begging them to share for years now? Brett?
Yeah, here we go. It seems like the major media only deals with Navy or military personnel. They won't ever touch public information. Again, this was confirmed that this was next to a naval ship. And there's even rumor and maybe evidence. We're kind of getting into this. It sounds like the Navy actually confirmed there was something else too, that people were seeing UFOs, actual Navy personnel. So if the major media wants to pick up on news from the public, this might be one where they should just start. What are we looking at? I'm not sure. It's a spherical object. We could see that, but is it disc-like? If we saw it at another angle, would it look more like a saucer? That's kind of what these guys are saying. They think it looks something classic, like your typical flying saucer we've seen over and over.
Well, you know, looking at this, there's not a lot of options here. And the obvious ones, I think you already know what I want to say, what I need to say, and what I will say. This looks very interesting, yes. And they don't know what it is. They saw something that looked unique. They even said, the guy said it looked like it was changing its altitude, which looks like a disc, but it also reminds me of something else. And without getting all up on it and pounding it out there, I'm just going to mention it one time and show you a few examples. Could this be a weather balloon that lost altitude? In Arizona, we had a weather balloon hang out for 8 hours one day, and it looked like this. And it looked exactly like it. I got it on video. But we're not seeing this, right? And it has some weird anomalies with it. Watch. There's these flashes that keep right there. Do you see it? They keep happening. I'll play it again. I'll even stop it for you right here. And that pops up several times in the screen. So, very interesting, even for something that might be mundane. I don't know. It is unidentified, and that's the beauty of it all. So let's go to the next one. Oh man, this one's really good too. Here we go.
No idea what that is. Is it going down or is it going?
Definitely going down. Is it a parachuter?
No. The bubbles make it really hard to see the perspective of it. Can you turn the bubbles off for a second?
put this down. Not on the trampoline.
Sorry for the bubbles. There's no way to have perspective on this.
What is it?
Right above those power lines. It looks like a spaceship.
Yeah. Oh, that I'm talking about that. That's an airplane. We're looking at that.
It's hard to.
No, I think why isn't the parachute opening?
It's not a parachute.
Just zoom in.
I'm zoomed all the way in.
All right, this was captured by Eagle Run 23, and they said they captured an unidentified flying object, and to them, they don't know what it was. They said it was sitting there, and they had their little children blowing bubbles as this was going on. So it's kind of crazy. You're hanging out with the family, enjoying yourself. The kids are blowing bubbles, and then they see this, and they capture something that's unexplained. I'm trying to wrap my head around what this could be. Could it be just, as they stated, a parachute falling out of the sky? I don't think so. I agree with the father there. He's like, that's no parachute. And could it be a balloon? I don't think so. I've never seen anything that quite resembles anything like this. It's really interesting that it's just kind of hanging there, stable. It seems that there might be some kind of structure to it. I've never seen anything quite like this. Anybody out there has any ideas or have captured anything like this? We sure want to see it. This is kind of cool. Brett, thoughts on this?
Yeah, great capture by Eagle Run 23. You can see it's quite up there, some distance. I would say about 1,000 feet, maybe 1,500 feet. And you can see that it's just over there above the wires. It really doesn't change shape. If you think this was like a balloon, it'd be wobbling in the wind. It seems to be kind of just static in its own sense. It's holding itself as where a balloon would be kind of flopping in the wind. So it almost looks like a tuning fork, which is rather odd. What is this? Is this some sort of like weather balloon or some sort of thing that could maybe have some sort of experimental apparatus to test the weather in the sky? I've never seen anything like this. It's rather unusual, to say the least.
Yeah, I'm going to have to rule out all that. I'm just not exactly sure what we're looking at. What's kind of cool is that these unidentified objects, really from around the world, they have these shapes that differ from the Tic Tac and differ from the gimbal and the Go Fast. And there's other things in the skies that are totally unexplainable versus maybe technology that's hidden within our own assets, within our own borders here in America via a private corporation like Lockheed Skunk Works. They might have the Tic Tac in their arsenal. In my opinion, I think that's the answer there. But we get these unusual craft being captured by the public that don't resemble anything in regards to any of this stuff that we're seeing in the major media. We got to be having a good lookout for these things. And whatever Eagle Run captured, Eagle Run 23 filmed that day while they were hanging out with the family blowing bubbles. I hope we find out. Guys, any kind of opinions or comments on what this could be in this live premiere, I'd sure like to see them. Now, there is a lot of information out there that the public has still yet to dig out of their archives.
Well, I say it every time Third Phase of Moon puts out another video. There's always something unique. It's always something different. And I don't get it. We don't really see the same things repeating themselves, do we? Look at this thing. It looks like the tool that you would open up your phone and take out the SIM card. It looks like that tool. The button pusher. It looks like a potato peeler. And I tried looking up balloons, that look like this, and I spent a very, very long time, over an hour, which is a long time to keep scrolling through balloons, and nothing pops up that looks like this. I can show you examples, but there's no need. You're not going to find it. It's not there. You can keep trying, and then you're left with this video. Now in the video, you can see the object is vertical. I have seen objects do this before myself. It happens. Balloons, usually, if they're in the sky and they're vertical like that, they do tip over side to side or start spinning out of control. This one, I can tell you it's not fake. It isn't CGI. That I would bet my ufology career that this is not a balloon. You can see the bubbles from the kid in the backyard. I mean, that was a really good conversation they were having. And the kid was pretty smart. I don't know. It's one of those that'll have your head scratching, and then you're gonna say, well, it's gotta be a balloon. It just has to be. Why? Don't you think that a spaceship with incredible propulsion that can hover in the sky or barely move might look like this? Hey, let me tell you something. I just said it. We see something different all the time. Just about 98% of the time, 99 I would bet, we're seeing different things in the sky. And we can explain a lot of them away. I would be surprised if anybody can debunk this one. I tried. You can't. And if anybody can, please send it to gufonradio@gmail.com or cousinsbrothersproductions@gmail.com. We definitely want to know. That's why we post these. We don't know everything. We're not experts. We don't claim to be experts. We're doing this like you, with our eyes. Best guess scenarios, trial and error, our own stuff that we've seen and archived. I've got nothing that looks like this. Absolutely nothing. Not even close. Then you think, well, maybe it's one of those smoke rings and we're just seeing it from the side view. No. This is absolutely weird. I'm telling you, somebody's got a giant phone. An alien probably threw their phone away and threw this out with it and doesn't need it for the SIM card, because when they get their new phone, they'll send you a new tool. That's what it looks like more than anything. It is really weird. I love this field. It never gets boring. See right there, it's going to the side. Is this some sort of secret technology that got loose? I don't think so. Maybe. I mean, we don't know. I don't know. I'm asking those of you who do a lot of research, please help me figure out what this is. Sure is cool. All right, let's get to this next one. This is historic, and I think you guys will agree. Very strange stuff going on. Here we go, guys.
Genau. Ohne sie nicht zwei oder tun sie eine. Ganz oben. Eine kriege ich. Take the photograph slowly. Impulse. 끝났고. 끝나고. 맛있어요? 내가 서비스. 그렇지 않아. 이거 좋아. 이거. 저 같은 거 엄마 안 해볼. Finish. Ach, kidding. Der eine sieht so, jetzt hat Ruhe. Das habe ich auch erwischt. Das ist schon eine. Ja, was ist denn noch? Ja, aber du jetzt selber nicht mal durch. Dann ziehst du auch.
So first off, I want to thank Thomas Hart for sharing this incredible footage from 2001. We see craft in the sky that resemble huge flying disc just hovering there. And this is incredible to even contemplate that in 2001, obviously we weren't shooting in 4K, we weren't shooting in any kind of a digital form. This was captured on analog. This was interesting. We had to blow this image up because I think it was about 380 the way it was captured, and after enhancement and looking at this closer, I really can't make out what these large structures are that are just hovering over Germany. And we're being asked by Thomas Hart to maybe enhance this footage a little bit, and I'm trying the best I can. I think it's about as good as it's going to get, but hey, we're going to take all the evidence, and I'd have to say this is pretty dang good footage for 2001, and whatever these craft are, they're not conventional, in my opinion. Brent, your thoughts?
Yeah, I expect we've been talking about this right here at Third Phase, that people have evidence that's still on their old mini DVD tapes or VHS tapes, super VHS. It goes way back, even maybe 8mm, that has never seen the light. And it's pretty awesome of Thomas to think of Third Phase of Moon and share this to us, even it being almost 23, 24 years old, and we're ready to accept it. This is awesome. It does look like strange craft, nothing that I'm familiar with. Definitely there's something going on that's been captured for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. The public is what's going to bring disclosure. And just like Thomas Hart, this could be it. Thanks.
Absolutely, you guys out there, well said there, Brent. Like, if you have something that you've captured and you're sitting on it, share it to us right here at Third Phase of Moon. My email is in the description. Reach out to us, upload your video to YouTube, maybe upload it on Google Drive. Send us these videos. We'll take a look at it, and we're really thankful for Thomas to share this historical footage. That's what it's about, getting the information, no matter how old.
All right. I try to imagine that these people had this footage in their archives and didn't even know about it for 20 years. I myself have footage that's 17 years old that I probably blew off and didn't think it was worth posting. There's so much stuff out there that hasn't seen the light of day, that's just sitting in people's attics, in their basement, sitting in a box, or with the DVDs and VHS tapes, man. Go dig through your parents' stuff if you live with your folks or next time you visit them, and ask if you can go through some stuff, family photos, family videos, and just look at the sky. Do that. I guarantee you find something. Everybody does. And all of that stuff, even though you don't know it's there, it's probably sitting in your drawer, or like I just said, in the attic or somewhere in the house. But people who know they have UFOs and are afraid that if they put it on the internet, somebody may figure out who they are. And I can tell you this, if you send your footage to Third Phase of Moon or me, Gufon, any of us on the panel of Third Phase of Moon, we will not tell anybody who you are. You can seriously trust us. We are not MUFON, okay? We're not going to sell it or give it out to anybody in the government. This is odd. This is very unique. I don't know what this is. I keep thinking it's two aircraft like F-18s or F-15s or something with an F. And they just recorded it, but I tell you, it doesn't really look like it to me. It's really weird. I just don't know. Odd, right? I'm going to slow this down here about 50%. Let me do that, and then I'll give you a still image. So hold on. Put this here and slow it down half speed. Here we go. Now, I don't know any craft that look like that. It looks similar to something in our arsenal, but it does look like it might be a TR-3B. Check this out when I stop it.
Terminator is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned.
It looks like a freaking shark. It's a TR-3B shark. Man, that's weird. Anyway, there's two of them. You see them right there. This is actually pretty good. To me, it looks like one craft is facing the right, the other one on the bottom is facing the left, and it just looks like they're moving in sync. This is really weird. Just two unidentifieds from 20 years ago. Possibly reverse engineered or new technology. What a great night. What great stuff. Thanks, Third Phase of Moon. Hey, like I said, we bring them, and I hope you watch them. I'm Rich Giordano from GUFON. You could watch me 6 nights a week on YouTube, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, right there on GUFON. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday. And I'd like to thank, of course, Third Phase of Moon for everything they bring us. Without them, none of this would be possible, and we wouldn't be able to get the message out to a wider audience. So I want to take you down the digital road, over to Digital Ocean, and back to reality we go, because where UFOs come from, nobody knows. Another great episode here on Third Phase UFO Report. Again, I'm Rich Giordano, going down the digital highway. Until tomorrow, we will do it once again. If you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Good night, everybody.
How low can you go? Base. How low can you go? Death row? What a brother, no. Once again, back is the incredible rhyme animal, the uncannibal D. Public enemy #1.